Hey guys, it's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel. I have a really fun video for you guys today. I'm going to show you how to make money sourcing on ThredUp, shopping on ThredUp, and then selling it on Poshmark. I'm going to show you my trick that I currently use in order to find the best designer pieces that are marked incredibly low. So that's this. And then I'm going to show you the recent pieces I found using this trick, using this hack, if you will. If you're new here, welcome. I'm a full-time reseller. I sell primarily on a site called Poshmark. I source all over the place, from Goodwills to ThredUps to buying from my friends and family. But overall, I make money selling secondhand clothing. Let me show you how this ThredUp works. I know a lot of you have been waiting for this video. I'm excited. Hanging out over here on the side, talking with you guys about all the goodies, but let's start here. This is the ThredUp site over here, and I'm going to kind of walk you through the best way to find good stuff is by looking in assorted brands. So assorted brands means that they couldn't identify what brand it was. Sometimes it says like unlabeled brand, whatever it is. Let me adjust this a little bit. There we go. Okay, so you'll go down to brands and you'll just type in like assorted or unbranded. Those are the places I like to start. I've done videos about this in the past. That's great, but there's more layers that I figured out to this that I'm really excited to show you guys. So, okay, here's all the assorted brand stuff. That's awesome. But there's a lot to go through, right? There's a lot to go through, and unless you have tons of time, it's like, ugh, do I really want to do this? The shoes are pretty easy because a lot of the times you can like see what the name of the shoe actually is. So you can search that. You can see what it says right there. But we're not going to do that today. We're not. I'm going to make this easier for you guys. So here's an item that I purchased. I saw this dress and I was like, this is really cute. I want to know what this is. But how I found the dress, instead of just looking through the thousands of assorted brands, I have a system. So what I do now is I search for a high-end designer. We're going to use Zimmerman as an example for my searches. So I search for a high-end designer and then I look for their other items. So here's an item I bought. What I'd done was I'd found this seller. So I just go in more from the seller. Here's this seller, and I go through all of their items, and I just see if they have, for one, good stuff. I want it mostly to be designer items, and then I just go through all their items, and I say, okay, do you have any assorted items or unbranded items that I should be looking at? So that's how I found the shark dress. The next layer to it is to put it through Google image search to see if you can find it. So we'll get to that in a second. So that's how I found that, and it worked out. I have also been I have a ton of reward points. 1,000 reward points gets you $10 off. So I had sent in a lot of boxes over the past year, and I think it was like 25,000 points that I needed to use, and I just wanted to start using them. So it was 40, but I had a $10 off coupon, bringing it down to $30. And that was a more expensive one, but I took a risk on it. So anyway, let me walk you through the process. Here I searched for Zimmerman, and I'm just going to click through the first one. That's it. I click through. Here's the skirt from Zimmerman. Okay, that's great. Let me go look for more from the seller. It looks like they have some pretty good stuff. So I went ahead and I hit see all from the seller. And again, I just started looking, and I'm like, okay, is there any assorted brands in here? This person has good stuff. And sure enough, right here is an unbranded sweater. So I'm opening up the sweater, and I'm going to look at a few things. First, this is just like a plain cream sweater. This is probably not going to show up in a Google search, so I'm kind of throwing that out the window. The next part is I'm going to start looking at the fabric details. So 100% wool, that's good. Everything looks good. Again, the seller has really great stuff. So I went ahead and added that to my cart because after my $10 coupon, it's going to be $19. And of course, I can always return it. So there's lots of items that I've sent back that I've got that didn't work out. Just send them back. I do lose my coupon, but that's okay. Let's do another search. So we did the Zimmerman again. Here's a Zimmerman dress. Go down to the bottom. Okay, I see that she has, or they have good stuff. Let me go ahead and open up their more from the seller. And I start to look again, and I see right there, assorted brands. So I open that up, and now this is something that I decided to pass on. I did do a Google search for it, and I wasn't able to find an exact match for this dress. And then I'm looking at like the details on it, and it just doesn't look like something I want to spend money on. Polyester, blend, and then while she does have, or they have Gucci, they also have a lot of lower end, like Ann Taylor Factory, Banana Republic, Halogen. So I decided to pass on this one just based on what the seller has and the fabric details. And I couldn't find it in Google search or Google image search. Okay, lastly here, I'm going to show you two items that I did end up purchasing. So I found this. This was not in an assorted brand, but I was like, what is this? I bet Google image search will pull it up. I think I had been looking at Misa Los Angeles, which is a great brand. And so I had pulled up this closet and I'd seen this. And so I went ahead and did a Google image search. Here it is. And I could see right there, that's the skirt I have. And it's actually a Farm Rio skirt. So I did pick that up, and it was $12. I couldn't use my $10 off code because it has to be $15 or more to use it. But yes, I will definitely spend $12 on this skirt. So that Google search is a really, or the image search is a really great thing to use. And then here is one that I use. This is an assorted brand boot. And I thought this boot looked really good. You can see that she has some good stuff. And I thought, okay, let me Google image search this. After looking through her closet and seeing all this designer items. So I went ahead and Google image searched it. Ended up being a Jeffrey Campbell boot. I have them sitting right here next to me, actually. And so I decided to go ahead and grab them. So I was really happy with this purchase. It's in great shape. I don't know why they put assorted brands. It very clearly says Jeffrey Campbell on it, but I know these workers are working really hard and really fast, and sometimes that just happens. So I just got lucky with this one. And then how much did I pay for this? So I paid $16 for these, and that's exciting. So yeah, that's my trick. Lots of you have been asking me, like, how do I do it? What's my trick? That's it. That's it. It's really not that hard. You just look for a top designer brand, whatever designer. It sometimes takes a lot of searching, guys, like a lot. Okay, I'm gonna look for Spell and the Gypsy. I only found one thing right now, and then I'm gonna go more from the seller and just start skimming. When I have downtime, like when I'm just laying around doing nothing, laying on the couch watching a movie or whatever, I'll do this and I'll just go through page after page after page searching for things. And at the same time, I'm learning a lot of good brands. Like I didn't know a lot of these swimsuit brands, but now I do just from doing these searches. So it's really a good like educational tool as well. I'm learning a ton of new brands, which I'm sharing in my Patreon, my BOLO list. If you guys aren't signed up for that, you can sign up below. And I am finding some crazy good deals. I'll show you some of my favorites. They're actually hung up behind me. So I will quickly switch views here, and I'm going to show you some of my favorites that I found using this method. There's a lot. At the beginning, I was like, I'm going to show them everything, but I don't know if that's necessary. Let's start at the back here. So these are my favorite for myself that I've actually found, and I probably should sell them because they do sell really well, and you may not have heard of this brand before, but I got this from the same seller. She was selling a lot of high-end athletic gear. And while I didn't, I wasn't able to Google image these, they were really inexpensive, so I grabbed them. So this was 16, I paid 6 after my coupon code. This was 18, I paid 8, and they were a set. They're from Cozy Earth. This is definitely a be on the lookout brand. The comps are fantastic. Lots of like influencers talk about this. And honestly, this is some of the softest, coziest stuff I've ever worn. I wear it all the time now when I'm working from home. Had it for a couple weeks. Pull it out of my closet to show you. I was waiting for everything to get in before I did this video. And now that everything has kind of come through, I'm showing you. But this set would probably sell for $100 on Poshmark. So that's a great find. This one was another pretty good find. This was from The Rights. And you can send this into like the Real. I bought this because it was 100% leather jacket, and I thought the cut on it was just really, really good. I could see all of the detailing, and it was more expensive. I ended up paying $37 for this. But a leather jacket can easily sell for $100, so that was a win for me. This was a shirt that I picked up because it was new with tags, and I just thought that the style was so on trend. So when I got it, this was the brand Rose. I paid $13 for this, and it is like a French brand. There was no price tag on this, and the comps are kind of all over the place, but this definitely was an expensive piece. Look at the detailing on this. How on trend is this? So I'm going to keep it, and then I'm probably going to list this for about $45. This was just a basic t-shirt. I paid $14 for it. Cali. When I looked up comps, they were good. I know a few of you have been like, can you tell us exactly what comps are when you say they're good? I just forget, to be honest, and it's a lot of work to like go back and look them up. And so I know I've been trying to make videos where I show you guys after I've listed it. That's just not, that's kind of silly for this video. But comps were good, and I was happy with this purchase. This was such a good find. This was listed as IMGA on the site. So this wasn't assorted brands, but I found it by looking through a closet with a lot of good stuff, and they were just really underpriced. So they were $27, and I paid $17 for them. These are even on the Real. I'll probably list these for around $75 to $100, and they're in fantastic condition. So if you don't know about this brand, this is definitely a big be on the lookout brand. One more that important. Okay, this one is pretty fun. I never heard of it before, but I went ahead and grabbed it. So this one I paid $13 for. It is by The Fashion Guitar for the Drop, which is Amazon, but it's brand new with tags, and it has a pretty good following. So this is from a influencer. So it's like an influencer collaboration line. And I think that this will do pretty good. I'm going to list it for about $50 to $60, and I paid $13 for it. Here's the tag in case you would like to know. So the Drop, I think, doing this makes me learn a lot too. So the Drop, I think, is like Amazon does collaborations with influencers, and it's like part of this whole thing. And I don't know. Anyway. This dress was a win, such a good win. And I found this, I was able to Google image search this dress. It was in the assorted brands. And I did know exactly what I was getting when I bought it because the image search turned up. So here's the dress. How beautiful would this be on a honeymoon or something, you guys? Right? Like, yes, like a beachy honeymoon. But the brand is Love Shack Fancy, which, yes, if you don't know, yes. And I paid $15 for it after my coupon. So, not mad about that. I'll probably list it for $65, $75. It's my favorite item that I've got, and I paid way up for it. But I saw it and it said it was leather and silk, and I was like, what is this? This is a maxi length skirt with this tiered ruffle and then leather top. How like cool, and just, this is so like, if I dress cool, this is what I would wear. I paid $38 for this. It's by a company called Flannel, which is a company out of Australia. Has an amazing following, tons of in search of for this brand. I don't remember exactly what I think I'm gonna list this for, but I do think it was a good purchase. Again, comps are all over the place, but this is such an on-trend piece that with the right keywords, I think I was hoping to get like $1 to $150 for it. These pants were an easy Google image search pant because they have faces all over them. So of course I was able to find the brand. I paid $11 for these, and that's the brand. Not even gonna try and say it. The comps are good. And how fun are these? These will bring some traffic to the store. I was shocked because this was in assorted brands. And it literally says what it is on the side. It was also in assorted brands for kids, which is not, this is not kids at all. So this is PE Nation, and PE Nation is fantastic. I paid $8 for these sweatpants. I'll list them for $50, $60, maybe $70. I have to pull comps again. But just a fantastic find. So you never know when you're going through those closets. Don't just filter it by like women or men or whatever, or they don't have men, women and kids, whatever, like filter it by all, because sometimes things like this will be put into the kids section, I guess. This is a pair of leggings that I could easily identify because it said the brand on the legging. I paid $15 for this. This is FAM. And I forget how much they sell for, but I was excited for this purchase. We have these leggings, which Google image search was able to reveal what they were. I paid $13 for these, and I didn't write the brand down for you guys, so I forget what it is. That's not helpful at all, but they were good. Bottom. These are just some wide leg cashmere pants. I paid $9 for these. I don't know why they put them in assorted brands, but Naked Cashmere, yes. This is a big, be on the lookout. A lot of their stuff sells really, really well. And for $9, I was incredibly excited to find these pants. Here's that Farm Rio skirt. Hi. And here's the tag. I don't know why they put farm for Toms, because maybe it's a slip, you know, like a typo or something. These shorts were another great find. These shorts are by Helmut Lang. Another one of those fancy closets. And I don't know, that maybe they couldn't read the tag or something, but I paid $14 for these, and I'm not mad about it. This is a vintage piece, so it kind of makes sense if they didn't put a brand on it, but I could tell right away just from looking at it that it was a vintage swimsuit. It's very 60s to me. And this is the tag. It's called Ocean, New York. I paid $12 for this. Probably listed for $40 or so. I mean, the colors are so vibrant still. It's got a little, kind of like a skirted detailing. Some sports bras. Okay, this one was interesting because I paid $6 for it and I didn't know the logo, so I actually asked Instagram. And if you guys don't know this logo, now you do. It's called Curves and Combat Boots, I think. Something combat boots. Curves and combat boots is what I think it is. But has a great sell-through rate, great following. I'm excited to get it listed. This guy was new with tags, and I was actually able to make out the tag because the tag was like in the photo. So I just zoomed in and looked at the tag. Here is the brand right there. This is a great brand. This dress new was probably like $400 or so. I paid $6.99 for it. Isn't that so pretty? Look at that ombre detailing. Hopefully we'll sell for about $50 or so. This was in a closet with nothing but Carlisle stuff. Like 90% of the stuff was Carlisle. And so I Googled this, also Carlisle. I don't know why they didn't have it branded correctly, but this stuff is hit and miss for me. I don't always pick it up. But I knew this was a newer piece and I thought the pattern was just so pretty that I grabbed it, and it was $13. Oddly enough, the next two pieces are the same brand, not from the same person. And I paid out the same for both. So I paid $21 and $23 for these. I bought them because of the fabric content. So they were both 100%. Oh no, one was cashmere. So this orange one was 100% cashmere. This one was 100% wool. The items in the closet were really, really good. These items are just from Nordstrom's. They're not like crazy amazing or anything, but I will be able to double my money on them, sell them for about $60 or so. And I'm not mad about that. Okay. And let me just show you this last one here. This one I think that I'm actually going to return because in the listing it had said 100% leather, but this is not 100% leather, just the trim is leather. So that's the brand, and I don't think it was that exciting. And it was $40. So I think that one's going back. And then let me show you this though. So this, I was able to tell exactly what it was because again, I saw the tag. I don't know why they had this in assorted brands, but here we go. A cool dress, and it was $11, brand new with tags, size large. Not mad about that. And here's the shark dress that you saw in the beginning. Oh, isn't that cute? This is the brand. It's called Cope, and it's actually by it's like an infusion line by a really famous designer. So this was a good purchase, I think, especially just because of the fun novelty print on it. The print is actually called Jaws. And I'll probably list it for, you know, $75, $80. It's really, really rare and hard to find. Okay, so that's my pro tip to help you guys make some money shopping on ThredUp. Hopefully it works for you. If you used this before, you used the system of going into higher end closets and then using the Google photos. It's like a big trio. So anyway, I hope it works. Don't forget, if you're sending in boxes to ThredUp or you're shopping on ThredUp, you're getting those points. I always save them for the $10 off. And then I check out separately. If you can do bundle shipping, so it's $5.99 and you have a week to add to your bundle, and then they refund you once you get to, I think, like $75 or something. So the shipping ends up being free, but check out individually for each item. That way you can use a $10 coupon each time. Don't, you know, just bundle everything and then use that coupon, because they will refund you your shipping once you reach a certain threshold. Okay, so those are my pro tips. I hope they help. Let me know down in the comments below, and I will be back again soon with a brand new video. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.